Now for the MLB, the three teams who I want to cover today are the Yankees, Mets, and Brewers, as well as some of my favorite pitchers out there. So the Yankees, my favorite team, after rough last month, have finally started to turn some things around. Paul Goldschmidt had a great game the other day, Ben Rice looked great, he had a 7 RBI game a few days ago versus the Cardinals, and David Bednar has looked strong out of the bullpen, and thankfully the Yankees swept the Cardinals. Hopefully the Yankees could hold on to that playoff wildcard spot. The Red Sox have actually had a complete turnaround this year and have looked great recently, and they currently lead the Yankees by a game or two in that division. But of course the Blue Jays are in first and have looked great all year, which leads me into my first good pitcher, Max Scherzer, aka Mad Max, who's trying to find his stuff at 41 years old, and he's been looking unhittable and absolutely nasty in his past few starts. So shout out to Mad Max. Then we have the other New York team, also one of my favorite teams, the New York Mets, who for most of the last month have largely fallen apart, in spite of my take last month, saying that the Mets won the trade deadline, but it hasn't looked that way so far. Ryan Helsley since coming over has not looked good at all. Ty Rogers hasn't been great either, and the Mets starters haven't been able to go for more than 4 or 5 innings. However, there are some positives to look forward to in that this new guy, the rookie McLean, in his first start for the team looked incredible and had some nasty curveballs and so much movement on his pitches. And also Francisco Lindor started to turn it up recently. Hopefully they're going to be able to hold off the Reds in that NL playoff wildcard race. Justin Verlander, another old timer, had another great start this past week, thankfully. But of course he got no run support once again, which seems to be the pattern for him on the Giants so far. But he's been ratcheting it up to 98 miles per hour at 42 years old, and he had 8 strikeouts the other day too. Charlie Morton, probably my current favorite pitcher, had another really strong outing in his third start with the Tigers. And finally, the Milwaukee Brewers rattled off 14 straight wins before getting taken down by the Reds in late game fashion. Christian Yelich has been great. Collins is probably going to win the NL Rookie of the Year. And their pitchers have been unhittable and have been fantastic, whether it's Mizurowski, Freddie Peralta, and also Burns, of course. And that team has been one of the many surprise teams from this year, and it'll be very interesting to see if they can carry that momentum into the playoffs.